find that flights are a great place to get writing done. Sometimes I get my best writing done on airplanes. I don't know what it is. If I'm not tired and I don't want to take a nap, I'm usually trying to get my writing done. Like, it's just a matter of really thinking through, am I willing to make a sacrifice right now to get the success that I want 5, 10, 15 years out from now? Summer is here, and let's be honest, there's a temptation to just push your dissertation writing off to the side. Your friends are out, the sun is out, you want to be out, right? We want to be outside. But however, in the back of your mind that there's still a dissertation that you need to write, and you're still not quite sure how you're going to get it done. And while all of you wants to be outside with friends and do all the cookouts and everything that you want to do during the summer, you know that there also is some writing to do. But I want to let you know something that is probably contrary to what most people believe. I think you can have balance where you can write your dissertation and get all the things that you want to do with friends and family done, but it takes a strategy. So, on today's episode of From ABD to PhD Show, we are going to talk about how to write your dissertation when you'd rather be on vacation. Because one thing I do know, I'm like you, I want to be outside, I want to be doing all the things, and you just have to recognize that there's a time and place for everything. But again, I want to say thank you so much for watching this episode. My name is Dr. Ramon Goings, founder of Done Dissertation, and our goal is to help you as a doctoral student write and defend your dissertation in record time. And if you're someone who's looking for support and know you need help to get to the finish line, I welcome you to learn more about what we do in our Velocity coaching program, which you can learn more by scanning the QR code that is here on your screen or going to www.velocitydissertation.com. Now, let's lock into the information from today's episode, because this is going to be so important as we're thinking about how to write when you rather be on vacation. So there is something that you have to think about. And the first component of this is that when you're on vacation, that's why I put on this shirt for you all today. I'm like, I want to get my vacation vibe, because by the time you're seeing this recording, I'm probably on the cruise with my family, enjoying a nice time. We're all getting together to try to, just have some family moments. And you should be doing that too. Well, I want to give you some strategy and things I even implement, because even though I run a company, I still am a faculty member. I still love what I do as a faculty member, and I write for publication all the time. So I have impeding deadlines just like you all. So these strategies are not just things that work for our clients, but I use personally myself. And so the first thing I want us to consider is that you have to create what I would call vacation hours for writing. So yes, when we're on vacation, I believe this in this balance, right? You want to enjoy your time, but you have a dissertation that you want to get done. And so there has to be a balance. And so what I would suggest is that you create vacation hours to get your writing done. And so you might be wondering, well, what does this actually look like? So for me, vacation hours start when we go on a trip. If depending on who I have, maybe if I have my little one with me, I have a school age kid. Even if I have her with me, we figure out ways to make sure I get the writing in that I may need to get done. So what this looks like is that maybe if we have a flight to get to a destination, I swear something about airplanes. I think I saw some research on this, something about like the air in the airplanes in terms of just being able to focus and also not having distractions of technology and all these other things. I find that flights are a great place to get writing done. So if you're in a space where you're going on a trip, where you're flying somewhere or taking a mode of transportation where you are not responsible for getting there in terms of driving, I would say have your computer available to be able to do some of the work while you're on the travel to the destination. Sometimes I get my best writing done on airplanes. I don't know what it is. If I'm not tired and I don't want to take a nap, I'm usually trying to get my writing done. And that's one of the ways that you can get in this vacation writing. Well, then once you get to your destination, again, I'm not saying that you need to be all in on your writing. You might just decide like, hey, normally what we do on vacation, we might sleep in, but really things don't get started till say noon. But let's say, I typically get up around 10. Maybe you put your writing time in from 10 to 11:30. That way you knock in your 90 minutes and you enjoy the rest of your day. Now you don't have to think about, ooh, I didn't get writing done, but you got it done before all the fun starts. I know sometimes when we go on family trips, some of us, usually a lot of us, don't get started with our day till like early afternoon. So I know if I needed to get writing done, if I got up, I could get up in the morning, get some little bit of breakfast, knock out some writing or things I need to get done, and then go and be ready for family when the time is right. So I think we have to be strategic in how we do it, but it's going to be important if you're going to be on vacation. Look, I want you all to enjoy, but knowing that you have a dissertation you want to get done because you want that degree, I want you all to be thinking about this. So the first step you're going to have to do is to go ahead and create what I'm calling your vacation hours for writing. I promise you, if you put these in place, and what you do is before you get to your destination, you have a conversation with the friends and family. Say, hey, I'm still writing a dissertation. I still got to get this thing done. But what I'm going to do first is here's my writing times each day. Just know that I'm not available for that hour, hour and a half. I think honestly, 90 minutes is more than enough of a block to get a substantial amount of writing or reading, whatever you need to get done, so that you can enjoy the rest of your time with friends and family. Because again, I do believe in integration of work life and everything else. So we want to integrate this into your vacation. The second component of this, when you're trying to figure out how to write when you rather be on vacation, is that what you're going to do is embrace micro writing sessions. And again, as I mentioned, you don't need a lot of time to do this while you're on vacation. Because again, I want you all to take the time to get re-energized. The purpose of vacation is we want to get out of our scenery. We want to have a time to re-energize. But you may just find small micro pockets of time. And sometimes I think a lot of students get caught up in what is writing. Is it me sitting at the computer? Or is it me doing other things? I think I see writing as a continuum. And so there are a number of phases to the writing process, right? Some of it might start with you having to read, but at some point you have to leave from the reading to engaging in the actual activity of getting the ideas from here onto the Google Doc, the Word doc, etc. So what you're going to do during these micro writing sessions, it may look like having your notes out on your cell phone, that you're taking a couple of notes of things that you're thinking about, as Dr. Varela, who's a coach for us, will say, noodling on, right? You might be thinking about these things and you might just jot them down in your notes on your computer. For some of y'all, the writing might be to dictate maybe a paragraph of what you're going to be working on. Rather than sitting at the computer typing, maybe you're at the beach and you're just dictating what you want to, talk about. That might be your creative process. For some of y'all, the writing may look like being at your computer and your laptop, having your document open and actually putting kind of like, the ideas onto the page. I think there's multiple facets of the writing process, but you should be doing something. And again, it might be little small pockets of time. Maybe on one of the days you have an excursion going on, it's just not enough time, but maybe you have time to edit something. Maybe you have time to edit a section today, or maybe you have time to secure a couple of articles that you need that you're going to use for tomorrow to write the next section. Or maybe today's job is like, while I'm on the beach or whatever, I'm going to just read these 2 articles, take my notes, so that when I get to my writing session, either later today or at another point in time, that you're able to do that. So you can find small pockets of time. Sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes it's 30 minutes. Like, again, I think more than 90 minutes is overkill, because at some point you start to run out of just the juices to keep doing the work. And I'm all for like enjoying time with friends and family on your vacations and things like that. So again, we want to have some balance, but we still want to be propelling this project forward. And if this is resonating with you so far, and you are not currently a subscriber on our YouTube channel, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell on YouTube so that you can know when new videos are coming out. And if you're watching us on other platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook, make sure that you follow us so that you can keep up to date with our content that is coming out. Now, when you are trying to figure out how to write when you rather be on the vacation, the next component of this is that you have to treat your writing time like self-care. Because one thing I do know when we're on vacations, because I know I'm gonna do this when I'm on our vacations, like I love when I go to different destinations to check out the massage spots at the various resorts that we go to. That's one of the things I rate them to kind of see like what the experience is like. And so one of the things to consider is that you have to treat your writing time like you would those appointments when you go out, on vacation. Like we have excursions planned, we'll show up to those on time, and we'll do these other things that are fulfilling for us. But I want us to show up for our writing at the same time, just like we would those other things. And again, it doesn't have to be long periods of time, but it does need to be time dedicated to it so that we can continue to move this thing forward. Part of this is you might have to shift your mindset around this, because you have to think about writing as an investment in your future. And it's an investment in your future freedom and your future, what life looks like for you in terms of your career and things that you want to do with your degree. And so I promise you, Renee says this all the time, is that, your future self will thank you for the sacrifice that you made for today. And so I want you to consider that in the effort for your future doctor, so-and-so, like if you put your name in there, Dr. Blank, that future doctor in you will thank you for being willing to sacrifice right now. And I'm going to give you an example. Like I had to do this, and it's just so funny now. My family, we joke about it now, but when my cousins were getting married, at this point I was working on my master's degree and I was just about done. But this over the summer when they were getting married, I had a course that I was in for my master's program in statistics, and it was an online course, but it overlapped with the travel, right? When we were going to Mexico for the wedding. And so when we go to the wedding, my cousin, he has his bachelor party in Mexico. And literally the night before the wedding, he's like, all right, fellas, we going out, bachelor party. I'm like, hey, man, I can't make this one. I got to do the statistics homework and statistics exam. Like I literally was in a beautiful cabana and just doing stats. It was something I was like, man, nobody's here. Everybody's out having a great time, and I'm stuck in here doing this work. Dr. Goings thanks me for that sacrifice 10 years earlier. Like without a doubt, had I not made that sacrifice, I wouldn't have finished that course because I needed that grade to get out of that class. And then had I not finished that program, I would not have gone on to get my doctorate. So like all these things just like add up. And sometimes it just takes a shift in the mindset. Like that one little sacrifice of a night allowed me to have so much success for the last 15 years. Like it's just a matter of really thinking through, am I willing to make a sacrifice right now to get the success that I want 5, 10, 15 years out from now? And if you're watching this still, I know you're that person who wants to make that sacrifice and wants to get the reward that you have put all this time and energy into. So why not carve out the time now to get these things done? And again, you can just do so with just treating your writing time like a little bit of self-care, because again, you are caring essentially for your future self. And so your future doctor will thank you for the sacrifice that you make now. But if you're someone in a boat and you're like, this is good, but I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to do it, what I would suggest, you would be a great person to consider looking into what we do in our Done Dissertation Velocity Coaching Program. And what we've done in our program is create a community of scholars who are looking to get done, who are looking to build community with one another, and need guidance and a framework to finish their dissertation quickly, and are willing to make the investment of the time, the resources, and energy in order to do so. So if you fit into that category and that resonates with you, what you can do is scan the QR code that is here on your screen, or you can go to www.velocitydissertation.com to learn more about our programs and how we can help you get to the finish line. But with that said, I hope this episode was helpful for you. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dr. Ramon Goings. And until next time on this from ABD to PhD show, I wish you a done dissertation and most certainly a happy vacation. And you can do and have balance with both. So I want to hear about your vacation trips and how you got your writing done as well. But until next time, I wish you all done dissertation. Take care.